He has come on strong since the fourth quarter.
And that wasn't transition, but it was a semi-break, Matt, where there was some confusion on some coverages. Who's got who? He gets an advantage on Snow, drives it baseline for the three-point play. Washington's greatest strength is that they can run on makes and misses, and they are aggressive, as you said Eddie Jordan wants them to be, without taking bad shots, and that's a very difficult and very fine line for players.
Butler has 18, 13 in the fourth quarter, and here in overtime. Tied at 113. Shot clock at 5. Down to 4. Murray over Jamison. Rebound. Butler.
And again,
a double-double.
And again, they made LeBron James give the ball up late in the shot clock.
Jamison is fouled underneath. Washington down by 7 with 1:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Tied at 107. LeBron James with a chance to win it at the end of regulation. Shot didn't go. And Washington right now on a run to tied at 113. Gilbert Arenas with 40. A new playoff career best performance for Arenas.
How's your sausage?
Look at the highest scoring first playoff series NBA history. Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, and Bob McAdoo.
That's some rarefied air right there. And just as a side note, Bob McAdoo, why is he not in the Hall of Fame? He's the only MVP in the NBA who is not in the Hall of Fame. Bob McAdoo deserves to be there.
Bob McAdoo, MVP in 1975, also Rookie of the Year. Led the NBA in scoring in 1976 with 31.1 points a game for the Buffalo Braves. Jamison at the free throw line. Jamison having another impressive night. 32 points. At 22 in game 4, misses his second, and Gooden is there with the rebound. He's playing with 5 personal fouls. James has 5 fouls. Butler with 5, Jamison with 5. Near the 2-minute mark of overtime, Washington by 1. Came from 7 down late in the fourth. Spin move Murray over Haywood. Tough shot and it goes.
And again, good defense by Washington. Doubled the high pick and roll with James. James unselfishly moved it to Murray, who created his own shot.
Murray with a dozen. Shot clock at 4. Daniels over James.
That's not what they wanted, but very good defense by Cleveland.
They're on their feet here at the Q. LeBron James foul committed.
And here was the double team we were talking about. He moved it unselfishly to Flip Murray, and Flip Murray, a very difficult shot on a left to right spin, up and over Brendan Haywood.
Haywood just picked up his 5th, and James at the free throw line. His first point of overtime. And James, his second 40-point performance in this series. At 41 points in game 3. Arenas with 40 and James with 41. It's been as advertised. What a matchup. Game 5 overtime. 1:15 to go. Cleveland now by 3. Jamison doesn't get the roll. Butler keeps it alive and hammered by Gooden, who fouls out. Eddie Jordan wants a flagrant.
fouls against James at the one end and right here against Butler have been very hard fouls. Again, right here, Butler's fighting, very good offensive rebounder, and then Gooden comes down with a hard follow-through on Butler. But I like how both stars are moving the ball out of the double team. Their Arenas hit Jamison on the pick and roll out of the double team. Jamison missed it, but it was a very good, very unselfish play. Too often, I think the Stars feel pressure to take the shot. All they have to do is create the play, and both James and Arenas have created good plays on the last two possessions.
Gooden, 10 or more rebounds, and now 10 of his 13 career playoff games he has fouled out. Washington trails by 3 here in Game 5 under a minute remaining. And Butler has 14 points and 6 rebounds in the fourth quarter and overtime. Has 19 on the night. Gets both. 20 points for Caron Butler. Cleveland by 1, 117-116, 57 seconds left here in overtime. What a Game 5. Tied at 107 after regulation. Eric Snow took over early. It's been the Butler since.
So James has more room to drive and kick.
Roughing on the floor for Eddie Jordan. Under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hughes makes a move. Stripped. Scoop back up. Ruffin got a piece of it. Taken away by Arenas. Arenas attacking. 42 in the lead for Arenas. Washington by 1.
And again, I love Washington when they get a steal. Instead of calling timeout, they take advantage of an open court situation. Here, you see Arenas get a strip. As quick a player in the league, off the dribble, just drives it right at LeBron James and finishes to give them a 1-point lead with 30.5 left in overtime. You can't.
Washington by 1. James, and a blocking foul on Butler, and that is his 6th. Caron Butler fouls out. Butler entered the fourth quarter with just 5 points. He leaves with 20 points and 11 rebounds.
What I liked right there by James was, instead of giving the ball up as he had previously in the double team, he tried to attack the double team away from where it was coming and just put his head down and drove it baseline and drew the foul. And now he's got to go and convert 2. And Washington has to block out on the second free throw. They don't want to give up another free throw rebound.
Haywood checks in. James with 42. 2 players in the same playoff game with 40-plus points. Last time, Shaquille O'Neal and AI, Allen Iverson. And that's 5 years ago. LeBron James, 21 years of age. Gilbert Arenas, 24 years of age. 2 brilliant performances. Arenas with 42. LeBron James with 43 in Game 5. The Cavs regain the lead by 1. 25.1 of a second remaining here in overtime.
And because of Butler fouling out and Jeffries fouling out, they don't have many perimeter players on the floor. So they have Haywood and Ruffin on the floor. Very little perimeter shooting. Very much an easier double team against Gilbert Arenas.
Slight differential. Game clock, shot clock. Arenas. Hughes on him. Shot clock at 4. Arenas makes his move. Foul. Foul on Flip Murray.
And Washington was obviously winding it down to take the last shot because of the foul-out situation. Didn't feel they had enough to win it in a second overtime. Arenas timed it beautifully, split the gap, and Murray wished he could have that reach back and make him kick it to Antonio Daniels.
Ties it. In the first year of coaching Gilbert Arenas, Eddie Jordan said, listen, we drew a picture of a road. Some guys stay on the dotted line. Some will change lanes. Just don't drive off the road, Gilbert. Don't drive off the road. You can change lanes, go on the dotted line, but stay on the road. He has tonight. Washington by 1. Gilbert Arenas, 44 points. 3.6 of a second remaining in overtime. 20-second timeout. Cavaliers with the basketball.
3.6 seconds. Try to get it to a quick hit to James so he can drive the ball and do the same thing that Arenas did. Put pressure on the defense to move their feet without fouling. If you're Washington, you want to force the ball away from the basket, use the clock to your advantage versus letting them catch it within the scoring area. Again, Washington can live with anyone but LeBron James taking this shot and go home very happy.
84% of Game 5 winners win the series. What a comeback by Washington. Will it be spoiled by the Cavs?
And they've got Michael Ruffin on LeBron James. Probably will be switching as many screens as possible here.
James for the win. 0.9 left. Arenas. LeBron does it again. 121-120. The final in overtime. The Cavaliers take a 3-2 lead in this series.
They allowed the ball to go towards the basket to the corner, which gave him an easy dribble drive opportunity instead of taking away the corner and forcing it away towards half court.
By LeBron James.
A great entry pass by Larry Hughes. Jamison didn't shut off the baseline, and James with an incomparable finish. Tightrope in the baseline, and then having the presence to finish over the rim.
The reaction from the James gang.
All you can say, oh my. Those guys put on a show, a tremendous NBA playoff basketball game here tonight in Cleveland.